Hello, and today I'm on the topic of wheel spacers, yes or no. I can't quite make up my mind. I've already I got the Toyota here again, and I've already lowered the suspension quite considerably, and I think the car looks a lot better for that. You know, dropped it about 30 millimeters, and I'll just see if I can get a good angle. You can see that the wheels do sit, you know, fairly inside the wheel arches, and I'm not doing this sort of for handling or anything like that. It's more for aesthetics really, but at the same time I don't want to ruin the ride of the car as well. So I've had a couple options I've been looking at, and one option was to just get wider wheels, and you know, I was still thinking, you know, maybe a slightly lower profile tyre might look nice, but because I've already lowered the ride, I don't want to sort of, which has made it a bit stiffer and harder. It's sort of, I don't want to ruin any more by getting a lower profile tyre, you know, just have bigger rims. So I'll probably have these refurbished because they are the original, you know, they sort of look like they're nice OEM wheels, and they, you know, I'll keep some sort of originality on it. So and I'm only bringing it out by sort of 25 mil, so it's not an awful lot, but you can see they do sort of sit inside the vehicle quite a lot, and I don't really like that sort of look really. So as long as it doesn't ruin the ride and it's not sort of detrimental to the vehicle in any way, I think we'll go for the wheel spacers, and the ones I'm going for are 25 mil. Right, I've just got a spirit level on the side there, hoping the wind doesn't blow it over in a sec. So I've got it bang on level there. It just gives you an idea of the sort of the gap. See if I can turn that round. I don't know if that's doing anything weird. So we've got quite a gap there between the arch and the wheel there, so I think we'll just bring it out a bit and it will sit nicer on the road as well. You know, I've heard things about, you know, it's extra strain on the wheel bearings and things, but I'm hoping, you know, it's nothing stupid. It's only 25 millimeters I'm coming out, so 2.5 centimeters, not a great deal. So we'll have a bash at that, and I'll show you exactly what I've got and how I intend to get it all together. Right, I got the wheel off, and what I'm going to do now is just clean up the actual hub there where the mating surface with the spacer. I'm just going to use a combination of just lightly sand it. It's not in bad condition, just get it as smooth as possible so the two mating surfaces sort of, you know, try to get as 100% true as possible. I think I'm going to just sort of sand it lightly, and I'll use a combination of Brillo pad and brake cleaner. And what I will do then, I'll put just the very thinnest of films, just so they don't sort of in future, you know, stop them fusing together. I'll put a very thin film of probably something like copper grease or something like that, just to ensure that you know, there's no chance of you know, some strange sort of difficulty in future where we're trying to get them off there. But this is what I mean about the hub centric there. It'll sit on there as well, so you know, there's not that issue about them slipping or anything like that there, so we should be good to go. So I'll crack on with that, and I'll give you a little look at it. Right, I've cleaned it all up, and you know, it feels fairly smooth to the touch, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. And here's our wheel spacer, so we'll just try that on for size. That's on, and if we try to move that up or down or side to side, there's absolutely no movement in there at all. You know, it spins a little bit on the hub like that, but the actual disc does that as well, so that's not really a concern. But if you try that up and down movement and back and forth like that, there's absolutely zero movement, so I'm really happy with the fitment on that. So it goes to show it's been machined really well. So this is basically how they work. We got those nuts go onto there, there's 5 of those, and then there's a thread that goes onto there which the wheel will now fit onto. So grab a couple of them. So that thread, oh, excuse the camera work, I'm on my own as usual. So yep, that thread will let's get that to thread hopefully. There it goes. Get a bit of an angle on there. And that's basically it. So get all the nuts on there. And what I thought I'll do with these, the new threads for the wheel there, is I'll put on a nut onto there like that, put another nut on there, and then lock them, and then we'll actually torque all these up properly. And just for a little bit of peace of mind, I'll probably put a bit of lock thread in there as well, so we can once I lock those two nuts together, we can really make sure that the thread rod is into the wheel spacer really nicely, and should be very nicely secured. And obviously I'll torque all these as well, and I'll do them to the exact same spec as I would on the actual wheel once that's on as well. So I'll get all that on, and we'll have a look at that now. Right, I thought it's probably a good idea if I demonstrate exactly what I'm doing, just in case it wasn't clear. So there's a new thread that's going to go on the wheel. I've locked those two nuts together now. I'm just going to put a drop of Loctite just on the end of that thread before I put it in there, and I'll torque that up as well then, okay? So I think that's reasonably straightforward now. I'd actually demonstrate it a bit better if I had a camera operator, but that's basically what's happening, and I'll obviously do that all the way around, and in the exact same manner as I would put the wheel on, I'll do the same with all these the new fixtures for the spacer. Quick look before I put the wheel back on. Everything's torqued up and spec'd up, so we'll just get the wheel back on now. There we go, we got it all on. There's spacers in there. Have I ruined the vehicle, or is it just the same? Better? Well, I'll get the other three done and we'll take it for a test drive, and we'll find out, so fingers crossed. Just one quick thing I didn't want to fail to mention is the quality of these wheel spacers. I am very impressed. They fit exactly how they should. They've been machined really well, and I'd highly recommend them. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description where I got them from, and I'm obviously not being sponsored or whatever to say who they are or anything, but by all means, if you want me to ever promote anything or whatever, you know, I'll quite happily take it. I'll need all the help I can get, to be honest. So they are very good quality actually, and I'm very impressed with it. So I've never used any other ones before. First time using spacers at all, so it's a new thing for me. So I'll do that. I'll put a link in the descriptions, and the only ones I've ever used, so it's you know, it's not the greatest review on you know, I haven't used any other ones before, but I thought they fitted very well and very well machined. So okay, thanks then. Well, I got all the spacers on now, and I'm taking it for a test drive, and it looks a lot, well, it feels exactly the same sort of to drive it. I think if it feels any better, it's psychological more than anything else. But I think the car looks a lot better. The wheels just seem to sit on the vehicle a lot nicer. So they got all the rear ones done as well, and it just generally looks a lot nicer, the stance of the vehicle, the way the wheels are in the wheel arches now. And it you know, I could have gone for slightly wider wheels or something like that, and you know, cost me, you know, whatever, £700-800 or something like that. This is a cheaper alternative, and I didn't want to get lower profile tyres because like I said earlier, I've lowered the suspension. I think the ride would have been too harsh, to be honest. So I'm really pleased with that. Let me know what you think, you know, if it was a good idea or not. Aesthetically, I think the vehicle looks a lot nicer, you know, and it just you know, well, just my opinion, I just think it seems to sit a lot nicer on the road as well. But any improvement, I think it's minimal sort of driving experience, but at the end of the day, you know, it's the wheel track is 50 centimetres wider than it was before, It's 50 centimeters? No, it's not. 50 millimeters rather. So it should all help. And as you can see there, the tyres just seem to sit better on the vehicle, and just a nicer profile, I think. So let me know, and I got a lot more videos coming. I'm going to be doing a full service on there, oil and filters and everything else on that Citroen Picasso, and also on the Ford Transit's about to have a full service as well, so I'm going to do that as well. And I've got a few other gardening things on the go as well, so they're coming very shortly, so we should be uploading quite a few videos. So please like and subscribe to get the latest updates, and I hope you enjoy, and let me know what you think about the spaces, whether you think it was a good idea or not, and whether you think it was worth it, or it's just any comments are welcome. Okay, much appreciated, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon in the next video.